Hello and welcome back to this week's video. In this week's video I'm gonna tell you about my backpacking setup, how I pack my bag, what I put in, how much it weighs, and then hopefully with all the gear we have with us we survive our trip to Marsfjallet that we actually are doing when you watch this video. So sit back, relax, because this week's video contains a lot of gear talk. Welcome to this new video. It's a bright sunny day and today I'm not going out on a hike, although I'm somewhere in a forest or open nature area, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to take on our trip to Marsfjallet, which we're going to do the day that you are watching this video. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you what I bring. Hopefully later I can also tell you how much everything is weighing, because it feels like I have a big block of concrete on my back. But first let's get the bag out of the car. Jesus Christ! So yeah, the bag is actually insanely heavy. But let's show you what's in and on it. I'm first gonna unpack the whole bag and then put everything back together. So I can also tell you how I fit stuff and how it makes your journey easier with carrying this heavy backpack. I organize things a bit, but first I'm going to change something on the camera setup, because the camera setup that I have now I'm not going to take as it is, because I'm going to take this microphone and not the one that's on the camera now. These are two little microphones, or this is the microphone, this is the receiver, so I can put this on the camera and clip this somewhere on my clothes, which is much smaller and lighter than the one that's on the camera now. So this was the microphone that was on the camera now, but now it's just this one, so this doesn't work. So let me tell you what I have here with me. Of course the backpack, it's a 75-liter one, and with all the stuff that I'm taking I for sure need it. Always before I go on trips like this I make a list. So I have a list with all the stuff that I want to take or need to take, and then I can just tick off the boxes. There are still a few open. They will be ticked off before we go on Sunday. Let's begin here. You see there's the drone. Here the drone, I have some gloves, isolation blanket, because you never know if you get undercooled or overheated, so at least for safety we have this. Like a little cushion to sit on. It's even from Celeftu. Towel, quick drying. These are heat-proof gloves. I have a long sleeve, short sleeve and trouser. The tent, but this is only the tent. The sticks are going in Hadassa's backpack, because mine is already too heavy. And just to spread the weight a bit. My sleeping bag, this is my mattress. A jacket, this is not waterproof, but that's in here. So I have in here a waterproof jacket and a waterproof trousers. So in this bag I have an extra set of socks, underwear and a t-shirt. And another thing, a beanie. And why do you think to take a beanie when it's just this nice weather? Yeah, there's no cover of trees where we are and where we're sleeping, so you can put a beanie in front of your eyes and then you have a kind of darker feeling. So yeah, that's why I take the beanie. And it can also be in the mountains higher up with wind or whatever, it can be colder, so yeah, I think it's better to have that. I have a down jacket here. This is like a pillow. I already said, here are waterproof clothes. This big boy, it's the camera with the 200-600. There's a possibility to spot reindeer, the real fjallraven, so that's like the little Arctic fox. Very keen to have that on the camera, so that's why I take this one too. It's super heavy. I think this is already like 3 or 4 kilos, but yeah, I want to take it, so I'm gonna take it. Then I have a tripod. This is also not the lightest tripod, but it's super stable. So if I put a big lens on there, then yeah, this keeps it stable. I always take a physical map. So this is the map of the area where we go to. I also have like the GPS to record the track, but also in case of emergencies, I can send a satellite text message or just ring the rescue services with a press on the button. Yeah, there's not really much phone reception, I would assume, so it's safer to have this. I have a pair of sticks just to help on the steeper parts to get myself up there. Somebody in my previous video said that I have to have a Mora knife. So I bought a Mora knife. This is a Swedish knife. There's also a fire steel on there and a sharpening patch. So we can also make fire with this one. A cup, just an extra knife, and a spoon or a spork and a knife to eat. Of course, snacks, which is important. We have like 6 or 7 meals with us. That's just only the dinner meals. For snacks and other stuff for lunch, we still have to put a few things in the bag. In this one there's just cables, memory cards, the microphone bag is in there now. This is just a small bag with stuff for electrical needs. That's why I also have 2 power banks. I think this one is a 10,000 milliampere and this is a 20,000. So hopefully that is enough to charge the cameras and the phone, and the GPS should survive for, 160 hours. So this should be good. For cooking, I have this jet boil. It's super fast with cooking water. That's perfect. The gas canister is in here too, so it's quite compact. So this is basically all the big stuff that I'm gonna take. I will tell you a bit how I'm gonna pack the bag, because that's also an important factor of having a stable and comfortable journey, I think. So let's dive into that now. So to start with, I have these big dry bags. That's what I'm gonna put in the backpack to keep things that need to stay dry, like a mattress and a sleeping bag. I have a little smaller one for them. So the backpack consists of several compartments. There's one below with a separate flap here that you can unzip, but I keep it like this so that it's separate. That's where I actually put the lighter stuff. So the mattress and the sleeping bag and a pillow fits there for sure. Which I'm gonna pack in this dry bag, and I put that in the dry bag because if it's gonna start raining hard, I just want to keep things dry. There is of course a rain cover for the backpack, but just to be sure. Then there's the main compartment, which is from here until the top, and then 2 side pockets, 2 pockets for bottles or other small stuff. Of course there's a top cover of the backpack, which has 3 compartments. There's still a few things in here, but it's just batteries for the drone and the camera. So I'm gonna start with packing the lower part, because then I can put all the other stuff on top of that. So with the mattress, sleeping bag and pillow in there, it also can stand up. Something else that I'm taking is a Camel bag. There's a separate storage for that. So this contains 2 liters of water, and there's almost 1 liter in here. So I can take this for drinking or quick drinks, or taking water out of the river. Just drinks a bit nicer than this tube. So what I'm gonna put in now is the tent and the camera. The tent and the camera are the heaviest things that I carry. So it's important to put those items, so the heavier items, as close as possible to your back. Because if you put them on this side of the backpack, so all the light stuff on your back and here the heavy stuff, then it will kind of lean back from your back. It's a load of back. Which is just making the journey not comfortable. So tent in, camera, if those heavy items are in there, I can put all the other stuff around it, because everything around it will be lighter and just fill up the space. So first I'm gonna put in the stuff that I don't need immediately. If it's like gonna start raining or whatever, I want this to be first or on top, because then I can access the rain jacket and the waterproof trousers easily. So my spare clothes I can put in the bottom. Also the down jacket I can put in first, because that's only needed in the evenings maybe. So I don't need that immediately. The cooking or the jet boil I can put that in too, because that's also only needed on the campsite. So I have the gloves, the towel and the little seating pad that can also go in here. And the spare clothes. I know this is not in like a compression bag, but yeah. The thing is that the first part will be maybe in like not mosquito land, but other tiny flies that can bite you. So we're gonna start in long pants and even long sleeves. So yeah, I just put these in if all would fit, and that's why I'm gonna take these like this and not in a bag, because apparently we need them to start with. So the main compartment is almost filled up. I only have to put in the waterproof clothes and the normal jacket, and then this is actually full, but maybe I can fit my toothbrush in there still. So this bag can be closed off. So this side pocket will be the food pocket. So I'm gonna put all the meals in there. There's enough space to fit everything, also the snacks. And I'm also putting in like the cutlery and the knife, and I hope I don't lose it. This can go in too. So it's actually quite a big side pocket, which fits a lot of food. Then there's still the other side pocket, where I'm gonna put in the 2 battery packs and all the cables. I also put a map in there, and the GPS I'm gonna carry on one of the shoulder bands. Yeah, then there's only a few things left, and this has still a lot of room. So I'm gonna put in snacks and other food, because that's also quite important to take enough food. You're gonna burn loads of energy with carrying the bag. Yeah, the first day will be uphill for the most part, so yeah, loads of food is needed. So the isolation blanket I put in here, because it's quickly to access if needed. So there are a few things left. The tripod that can go up here, although I think I will carry that the most of the time, because I also want to film the whole journey and then put the camera here and there. So I guess it will be not on here for long, which also helps a bit with the weight on the back. So on the top part I'm gonna put in the drone, because that's easy access and a perfect space for it. So the bag is packed. Maybe you have missed one item, and that's the first aid kit. This is the one that's in the car. I'm gonna take stuff out of this to put in the bag because this is a bit an overkill, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna just take a few things out of this, and then we at least have something if, I don't know, you get a wound or whatever to take care of that. Yeah, so I hope it makes all a bit sense of what I'm taking and how I'm packing the bag. Let's try it on and see how it feels. It feels a bit heavy. But maybe a tip for making your adjustments on the backpack. I would always begin with the bands that support your hip or on your hip, because those are the ones that actually carry your backpack instead of your shoulders. Maybe it's good to start with those and then adjust all the other supporting bands and cushions. So I always do it like this. Just put your weight a bit forward so it supports your back, and then you can tighten the bands. And then if you stand right up, you feel that this is supporting your hips or on your hips. So yeah, this is actually already quite good. And then you can start with the shoulder straps. Mine are already kind of okay. Maybe I can put a rear padding a bit lower. Then this fits a bit better. But just pull them that they're nice and sturdy around your shoulders. And then you have those bands that are here, and those are to pull the back a bit towards your spine or back or from the top part. And there's also bands down here that do the same on the bottom side. See how it feels and adjust it accordingly. But yeah, if you're walking, things get a bit looser. So every now and then you have to maybe tighten the strap again. And then there's also these little pockets. I still have a few things in there, which I will show you. So in this right pocket, I have these, and these are filters for my camera, like a neutral density filter, which makes everything a bit darker. There's a polarizing filter, UV filter, and another neutral density filter. It's easy, you can just put this on with a magnet, so that's handy. I have a headlamp here and snacks. In the left pocket I have a multi-tool and a canister of matches. So the backpack is quite heavy, but if you walk you can feel that it supports your hips, on your hips, and not on your shoulders. So I think even though it's heavy, it doesn't feel that heavy. So I'm back home. I found a scale. Let's see how much the bag weighs. I also found Hadassa's backpack. She put everything in there what she's gonna bring. Let's see what the difference is. So yeah, there's a little weight difference. I don't know if Hadassa already filled up her water bag, but that will only be a difference of 1 kilo, I think. So she has around 11 kilos and I have around 26 and a half. It already feels heavy before I start walking, but yeah, I guess we need the stuff. So and I want to bring, for example, the big lens and the tripod, so yeah, I have to carry it around, isn't it? So it's Saturday evening, time to pack up the last bits that still need to go in the backpack. I have the first aid stuff, so like a few plasters, a bandage and some alcoholic wipes. We also decided to take this pan just to change the diet a bit, not only have pre-made dinners, so we can cook a few vegan sausages in this one, which will be nice to yeah, change up the food. And I decided to take coffee. I have an AeroPress in this with some pre-grinded coffee. Yeah, it's only water and then we can just have a coffee in the morning. Because we're in Sweden, it's very important to have fika. Fika means have a coffee break, so we need to take this. So if you made it this far in the video, I really want to thank you for watching this. I know it's been a lot of talking and a lot of gear talk. We're gonna head off to Marsfjella tomorrow and hopefully next weekend I can share you more about that trip if we survive, but we will. So yeah, see you next week. Thanks for watching.